So like I get a new stomach, I burn it.
Group chat that turned into a podcast? Hell yeah, dude. Venting to all your besties? Hell yeah, dude. Are they a little bit bothered? Hell yeah, dude.
Welcome to A Little Bit Bothered, the podcast where our group chat spills into your ears. We're four friends who overshare, laugh too much, and aren't afraid to get a little snarky.
We've taken our brutally honest, vulnerable, and downright hilarious conversations from the chat and turned them into a podcast because honestly, why keep all this entertainment to ourselves?
Whether it's the petty stuff, the deep stuff, or the stuff that makes you wonder, did they really just say that? We're here to say,
I think we're a little bit bothered.
We're fucking bothered. And we're your bothered bitches. We y'all bothered bitches.
These bitches are bothered.
I'm Nicole.
I'm Monica.
I'm Kelsie.
I'm Ashley.
You're so not smooth about that.
I pointed because I thought you were going to go first so that
I did, and then I
we
thought,
wouldn't
is
talk
she
at the same
pointing
time.
at me or is she like raising her hand to say that she's
Oh my god. Wow.
Well,
That's
We really
like-
should just go in alphabetical order to cut out any confusion.
Welcome back to another week of A Little Bit Bothered. Ladies,
Welcome
what
back.
are we bothered by?
Welcome back. That was not as chaotic as it was last week, so that's fine. What's up? What's up, girls? Monica has something to tell us. She won't tell us what it is.
Well, it's not that exciting. It's just like bothered weeks, right? Like I have had one of those weeks. It's been a good week. It's been fun, but I've been so forgetful and messing like everything up. Like
You really have.
spilling
You've had a
shit on
busy week,
myself.
too.
Like so it's just been one of those weeks, including like I took my kids to the Great Wolf Lodge this week with a bunch of friends. Super fun, except the next morning when I woke up at the hotel, I realized I didn't pack contacts or my glasses. And it was like,
blind.
oh shit, how am I going to manage this? Thank goodness it was like a staycation and I ended up having a friend bring me my contacts. I picked them up at my house. I was okay, but I was very stressed thinking how I'm going to spend the rest of this day in a water park trying to keep an eye on my kids without my contacts. Like,
Could you imagine
I
if you were in a different state?
no,
No
oh my
way
gosh.
to get
I-
your.
I thought about that the rest of the day. I was like, what would I do if I was traveling? Like, what do you do? Like,
I need to know what your prescription is because I physically I would have had to just leave. Like, we would have been like, sorry, we have to go because I can't. I
Well,
couldn't have
see,
driven. Somebody
I
would have had
wouldn't
to
been
have
able to
got me.
drive. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing. It's like in the morning, I was like, like, I think I'll be fine. I'll be able to get through this. Like, it's okay. And by the time we got downstairs for breakfast, I was like, I am not okay. We were going into the line for the buffet, and my oldest, I'm like, James, what does that sign say? Like, I
Oh
can't.
my
read
god.
it. What
Oh,
is
yeah.
it?
That would have been me.
So
I'm so
stressful.
nearsighted.
Yeah, I'm nearsighted. It was so stressful. I was like navigating it. And then finally, like, we figured out that another mom had to go pick up cupcakes and was going to be driving past my house on the way. And I was like, yes. Like,
What's your
You're close to me.
contact number? I have to know exactly what we're dealing
I
with
think
here.
it's like 1.75. So
Get
it's
it
not
out
like
again.
the worst. I know you're so much worse, Kelsie. I already know you are so much worse. But like
I
that's what I'm
see
saying.
how
is,
you
like,
made it though. No, I see how you
I can
survived as long as you did.
function.
Yeah.
I can function if I have to, but it was not comfortable. And then thank goodness my kids had like neon like life jackets and stuff. But by the time we got down to the pool, I had my contacts. So
But that's
I was
annoying
okay.
though because then it's like everything's just a little bit fuzzy. It's not like
Well, no, it's not a little bit fuzzy. It is still very much fuzzy. Like I can't
no,
read for
but
shit.
I mean no.
Like,
But I
see
mean
anything.
it's enough that it's annoying is what I'm
Oh,
saying.
yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
it's not like it's mostly clear or like you're completely blurred out. It's like
Yeah,
right there in
and
your
I
You're
don't think
testing your
I fully
blindness.
realized how much I need my glasses and contacts because the thing is like I can move around my house like if I'm up in the morning like without them, right? And it's fine. Out in public feels very different. So anyhow, I was on TikTok and I came across this girl who the video was her pouring her orange juice into the pan instead of her eggs, and then the comment section. So I'm just gonna rapid fire some of these from the comment section just to make all of us feel a little bit better who've had just one of these weeks where we are messing everything up because apparently we're not alone. So here we go. So first one, Today I stopped at a 4-way stop waiting for something to turn green. I once tried to clean my sea monkey's tank, tipped everything out in the sink, cleaned it, filled it back up, and realized I tipped all the grown sea monkeys down the drain.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
I accidentally took a White Claw to work instead of a Celsius.
I saw somebody
I've
on
seen that
TikTok
before.
do that at the gym. They were going to the gym, so they drove to the gym drinking what they thought was their Celsius for their pre-workout, and they
I
were
will say,
plastered.
They
I
are
have
similar,
almost
yeah.
done that, like grabbing a White Claw when I had energy drinks, and I was like, wait, wrong one. So I do get it. Some of the
How do you
cans, they
not
look too
notice
similar.
when you're
They look too
drinking it,
similar.
Yeah,
though?
you would
No,
think
no,
you'd
when
taste
you're
it.
drinking it.
Well,
like,
I
how do
didn't
you
drink it.
not-
I caught
No.
myself before them, but for them, yes.
I would definitely notice the difference between a White Claw and an energy drink. 1,000%.
Yeah, the moment I
Yeah.
tasted it, I for sure would have.
I would.
So I don't know how
instantly
they
get a
got that far.
headache. Those things, I don't know what it is about White Claws and like the Trulies. I take 3 sips, instant headache. I don't know what it is.
I think they're so gross. I
Oh.
hate them.
Ugh, they're nasty, first of all. But anytime I have drank them in the past, I have literally gotten a headache instantaneously.
Interesting.
It's very annoying.
That's
Weird.
weird. Yeah.
That's very weird.
Fun.
Okay, well, we got some more. So, I sat on the toilet and reached behind me for the seatbelt. That one made me laugh. I threw a full glass of water onto my bed and put my phone on my nightstand this morning.
Oh no!
I put toilet paper on the counter and my engagement ring in the toilet. That one sucks.
Oh,
I don't know
no.
if they recovered the engagement ring though. I hope so. I hope they didn't flush it. Drove up to the window at Dunkin' where the employee and I stared at each other until I realized I didn't order anything at the speaker. I drove off.
Listen, okay, I was at Panda Express like a
Cancel.
month or two ago. I pulled up. I paid her and she handed me my card and I drove off. I didn't.
I have done that.
I remember that you told us.
I have done that, and then I had to
thankfully
loop back
realized
around.
before I left and circled back around, and there was no line. But I was like, I pulled up. I'm like, I have no brain. It's fine.
Like, listen,
See,
I'm
it's not just
pregnant.
us. There's so many people.
Kelsey's like, I'm pregnant and this baby wants Panda Express. Just give it to me, please.
Right.
She was very nice. She was like, I was really hoping you'd come back around.
It's so funny.
That's pretty funny. Okay, I think this one might be my favorite. After roasting a beautifully herbed chicken, I placed it in a cabinet. Couldn't find it until the next day.
Oh my god. No, how could you just give up? You're just like, the chicken's somewhere. I'm going to bed. No.
Well, I guess I'm not eating dinner.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Gotta go get
behavior.
Wendy's now because I can't find my chicken.
I lost the chicken.
I want to know how that went. Was she like, did I dream that I roasted this chicken? And like, you know, like, she's like, did I hallucinate?
Or
this?
she just looked for so long and just gave
That
up
she
and
was like,
somehow
"Fuck
never
it,
checked
whatever."
that cabinet. Yeah.
was
for
the
real.
chicken for that night, or was it for like another, like, was it for the next day or something, and she had to like bring the chicken?
Oh, like it was supposed to be in the
somewhere, you know?
fridge maybe, and she didn't notice.
Yeah,
that she
yeah,
had
yeah.
to put it in
yeah.
the
She
fridge.
thought
Yeah,
she put
that
it in the
makes
fridge.
sense.
She actually
She
put
just
it in
put
the
it in there.
cabinet.
Yeah. That makes sense. I buy that story, I think.
Yeah. Okay, so the next one is I put my leftover mac and cheese into my hamper and my socks into the garbage.
Oh man.
I've done that. I have put stuff in my garbage can that's not supposed to go in my garbage can a
Yeah.
bajillion times, and I'm like, wait,
I mean,
wait, what?
I've left my phone in the refrigerator before, so
I've left my phone in a lot of places that should not be.
yeah.
Yep.
Same. Okay, and then last one, I threw my phone in a Chicago dumpster and walked away with my empty Starbucks cup.
Oh my god.
man.
No.
Oh no, because now you got to climb in, and that's a Chicago dumpster. Good luck, buddy.
Right.
That's
So
a
anyhow, I
bummer.
found this comment section at just the right time when I was just
When you
this
needed
week
it.
was
You needed
just
it.
something else. And I found it and I was like, it's not just me. We all suck. This is great.
We all suck. Yeah, we all do.
That's
I
great.
took vitamins on an empty stomach this morning and threw up. So yeah, we all suck.
Oh, that's happened to me before.
Mhm.
That's
It was just
not fun.
good. No. I just wasn't ready to eat. Like, I don't eat first thing when I wake up.
Mhm.
And I took the stupid vitamins first thing when I woke up because I wanted to take them last night when I went to bed. It was literally just vitamin C and zinc because I wasn't feeling good.
Mhm.
And I was like, well, I'll just take them when I wake up. I took them. I was literally making myself food, and as I'm making myself food, I
Oh,
had to
that's
turn
the
to my
worst.
sink and just
Mhm.
thank God I didn't have anything to throw up, but you know,
Yeah,
I only like
that'll get
water.
you.
But it was
Yeah.
so bad. I was like, this is the worst. This
I
is
hate
the
that.
worst.
Because then it's like, should I take another one, or like, did it,
Yeah.
Redo.
I
or
did.
is
Can
it
I have
still
a
in
redo,
there?
or am
Like,
I not
what's,
okay?
Because it had been like an hour after I took it, so I was like, I'm fine. It's probably fine, but I was not gonna fucking take another one after that. Fuck that. Hell no.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you really don't want one
I
anymore.
was even nervous to eat my breakfast after that because I was like, I don't feel good already. Like, and now I just threw
yeah,
up.
it
Do
just
I really
fucks you
want to
up. It just
eat
ruins
now?
everything.
But I
Yeah.
forced myself to eat, and then I did feel better. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
It was just obviously it was just the vitamins because that was my first thought. But then I was like, what if it's not? What if I'm actually puking?
Mhm.
Like, you never know.
Yeah, it's scary. It's a mind
Well,
fuck.
Yeah. Well, and all of us having kids who are constantly bringing germs home, like you just never
Literally.
know. You never
and
know.
remember
Yeah.
when we came home from our Colorado trip, I got really sick. It started with like a sore throat. I don't know if you guys remember. It
Mhm.
started with a
Yeah.
sore throat, and then the next day, all of a sudden, I was throwing up. So it was like
Mhm.
two totally symptoms that shouldn't have anything to do with each other was happening to me in the same sickness. And so, like this morning, I had a sore throat, and I was like, not again, not again. I don't want to be throwing up when I have a sore throat. Not again.
Well, this is better. Yeah, it's better that it was just the
So
vitamins.
It was fine. Yeah. Once I realized it was just the vitamins, I was like, oh, thank God. I'm
Oh,
scared
I haven't done
myself.
that in a long time, but the last time I did, it was when I started taking the beef liver supplements again, and all I had was the fucking beef liver supplements and like a sip of water to swallow them, and then coffee. That's all I had drank. And then afterwards, I was like, after I
Okay.
threw up, I was like, bitch, that was
Ugh.
so stupid. Like,
That sounds like the absolute worst freaking vitamins to
Beef
throw up. Oh my
liver
gosh, that makes me
and
gross out
coffee.
now.
yeah,
Not
Yeah.
Good, not good.
I think I would be done taking them at that point. I don't think I
Yeah,
could continue
right?
to
I
take
don't know
that
if I could.
supplement.
yeah, they don't smell great to begin with. So,
She's not happy
No.
to relive that memory.
I have like trauma with liver because my dad was a hunter, like he hunted growing up. And so, when you hunt, like you eat the whole animal, which I get, I
Mhm.
stand behind. However,
Kelsey's
liver and onions,
I would not be eating
no.
liver.
And the worst part is that my mom cooked it with like bacon and said it smelled all good. And we started eating dinner and they refused to tell us what we were eating.
Mm.
And halfway through, it was like, oh, these are liver and onions and you guys love them. And we're like, now that I know, I don't love it anymore.
Oh, Patrick
I
did
don't
that
remember
same thing
actually
to
liking
me.
them, but my mom swears we all loved it at first. I don't know.
She
So
would say
I've got
that.
trauma with she would.
Yeah, whether it was true or not.
I tried
Right?
liver willingly. I was like, I'll try it. I want to try it. It wasn't like my brother
I
actually
can
made it for me.
I can
And
like
it was
smell and taste it
good.
right now.
He made it really good, seasoned it super well. It was the flavor of everything. He put onions, peppers, all the things, made it delicious. It was the texture for me. I could
Mhm.
not get
Mhm.
past. It was like the taste is good. You've done a good job. It tastes good, but I
The
cannot
texture.
get this
It's
texture.
100% the texture.
Interesting.
I ate Trevor. He loves him some fucking takoyaki, which is octopus balls, not octopus testicles, but
What?
octopus balls of octopus fried. Basically,
Oh, I'd be down for that.
Oh,
I
okay.
like
No,
like
no,
I'd
no,
be down
no.
for that.
The flavor was
Of
fine,
course
but
you
I
would.
was like, I got like halfway through the chew, and it was like the
Do you like
the texture,
calamari?
the slime. Well, this was pre allergy, so now I can't fucking eat any of it, so it doesn't
Oh, yeah,
matter.
so it doesn't matter.
Oh.
Calamari's okay, yeah. But this isn't like that. This is like a
Mm.
ball of
wait,
octopus meat,
this
like
is-
a
This
and
is
it's
the
like
allergy
not
that
a-
we didn't know about.
yes.
This is the allergy we had no fucking
It was
idea
like
about.
Shrimp
slimy.
and octopus together? You're allergic to
Octopus
shrimp
is a
and
shellfish,
octopus?
technically.
Octopus
It's
don't have
technically a
shells.
shellfish. They don't, but they count. If you Google
No.
yes, it unfortunately
Octopuses are
calamari,
aliens.
calamari,
Have you had a
octopus.
reaction to octopus?
I haven't. I will not be eating octopus again.
You don't even want to take the
try.
risk?
It has nothing to
No.
do with the allergy, I didn't
Is it
enjoy.
because of this experience?
Oh, it's
It was
this.
it was like a slimy ball. The texture halfway through, I was like, nope, this is
Mm-mm.
not it. This is not
would
for
try it.
me. He loves them. He gets them all the time.
I would
and I'm
try
like,
it too.
From where is he getting them?
Tacos. Yeah, where is he getting this? Where are these octopus ball tacos?
Well, first of all, he was
I'm
he was
intrigued.
stationed in Japan. He was stationed in Japan,
No.
so that's where he had them at first. Now
Ooh,
you
that
just
would
have to
be
go
there.
to like
Okay,
a
I could-
Japanese restaurant to get them.
Mm-hmm.
That would be untrustworthy there. I would get them in Japan. That would make sense.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
probably
Yeah.
not get them in Kansas.
I don't know.
Yeah,
if
I
they
might try
have
them in Japan, but
Yeah.
Well, we go like the place where he gets them now is Gayukaku. It's like a nationwide chain, so it's not like a backwoods
Even
Kansas.
less untrustworthy.
No, it's
I don't
very
know. Yeah, I
good.
don't
It's
know
like
if that
one of
makes it
those
worse or
Japanese grills. No. It's very good.
Okay,
It's like
okay,
a
okay.
Japanese grill where the grill's in the middle of your table. It's
Oh, the hibachi.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hmm.
okay. Ooh, I
Well,
love
not a
hibachi
hibachi,
grill.
but
Oh my god,
yeah.
that sounds so
Well,
good.
yeah, that's the grills are in the middle of your table at hibachi.
Oh,
restaurant.
teppanyaki. That's what it's called.
yeah.
When they cook in the middle of your table. Isn't that a
they
teppanyaki
don't
table?
they don't cook it. No, they're not cooking it. You're cooking it.
Oh, you're
Oh,
talking
okay.
about the other.
Got
Okay.
you.
Woo! Got
Okay.
it.
Yes,
is
where the
like,
grill
okay,
is
why don't-
literally in the middle
And
of your
you
table,
grill
and you're
it.
cooking
You are
it. Yes,
doing
yes,
it.
yes.
Why can't
I've
I
actually
do
never
it?
But
done that
they
before,
make
but I
the
know what you're talking about.
takoyaki. That's a pre-made thing.
Wow, this is getting complicated.
Yes.
It's a lot of
And
work.
octopus is a mollusk, it says. So that is why they are in the shellfish family, a broader category of
Mollusk.
shellfish. But they're mollusks. I don't know. That is
Interesting.
very
No,
confusing.
they're
I would
They're
not have
from
guessed
an
that they
entirely
were
different
in the
planet.
mollusk
They're-
family.
They're
No,
aliens.
that's weird.
They're not.
They put
They
them in
are
the wrong
aliens.
place.
I
feel.
agree. I think that they're
Yeah.
You guys-
aliens. Just,
Have you ever watched the show Resident Alien?
Yeah.
No.
It's very, very funny. And
feel like I
there's
did.
an octopus in that show, and they make it an alien character. So it just now every time I think about octopuses, I think about the alien in that show, and I'm like, hey, they're aliens. Anyway, okay.
That's funny. Okay, so wait, speaking of trips, so I have something that you guys need to see. I think I have an idea for our next girls trip. So I found this place. It's in the UK, so it looks like we're going overseas.
Oh my god.
Need to get my passport. I'm down.
Right? Okay,
I
so
wanna sleep in a cocoon,
you get
but
to
also
hang
it
out in a
low-key looks
hammock.
terrifying.
and they brush your hair and then it's a sound bath.
I'm okay with that.
And some moms bring in their babies and they just lay in the hammock with their baby and they take a nap. Like, this sounds so freaking incredible.
Yeah, it sounds great, but without the baby.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
baby.
If you have no
Yeah.
other choice, I support it.
No.
Yes.
You know what? This kind of freaking me out.
Wait,
I don't
you know-
like this.
like,
Is
if
it a little
you-
creepy? It's a little creepy.
This
it
is
is a little
freaking me
creepy,
out.
But also, I'm like, I kind of love it.
I would
There's
do
so
it.
many people hanging in there.
I know.
Cool.
I don't
I
even
know.
care. Just the thought of getting my hairbrush while I'm in this thing is
Right?
enough
And a
for me to
sound
say
bath.
yes.
And one of the options is like red light therapy. So you lay in there with like the red lights all on and like
and
you
I
just.
love a hammock. I sleep so good in hammocks. I'm down. So it looks like we're going to the UK then. I need to get a
Yeah.
passport. I don't have one.
I don't either.
I don't
Surely
have a
that has
passport
to
either.
exist. That has to exist somewhere here.
No, it
Well, you
doesn't,
can just hang up a
Kelsey.
hammock and-
This is the reason
mean-
we get an
Oh,
excuse
we want
to go to the UK.
Okay.
This seems like it's going to
I'm
delay
down.
our travels if we're waiting
I'm
for
down.
the UK.
Well,
might
Bitches
be
don't
a
even
while.
have a passport.
I don't have a passport.
I don't either.
No
so.
bitches even have a passport.
I don't even
None of
have
us
the
have a
travel
passport?
ID for Arizona.
neither.
Okay, so
I don't
I
even
don't
have the
either.
real.
get on a
I don't have
plane.
the real ID. I can't either.
We can't go
Well,
anywhere.
I
We're
actually
stuck.
probably could with my military ID, but it's expired right now, so I have to.
I
go
do
get
think
it
there's
renewed.
there's workarounds. I don't know what they are because I have no air travel planned, but
yeah, I don't know. I
actually
know
probably
May
should figure that
7th
out.
was like the big deadline, so I don't know if there are any
Yeah,
other
it's passed.
workarounds now.
no. It said there was. I saw a thing that said these are the things you could bring if you don't have the real ID yet. But
you
I
have
didn't
to get
click
there
to see
super
what they were.
early and like.
Sounds like a big pain in the ass.
I'm
but I'd
sure
rather
That's
just
how
go
you
to
can.
DMV.
You can do it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm so annoyed because mine, I tried to like get it online and apparently I need a new photo. So I have to actually go
they don't
down,
let you.
which
Yeah.
I'm kind of okay with because I absolutely hate my photo, but still, I don't want to go make an appointment and go
Um,
there and
I just
do
think it's
all of
annoying. that you
Little
need all
tip.
these things. You have to go with all these things. And plus, as if you're a woman and you're married and you don't have your last name that you were born with, and you have to take your marriage license, and it's like,
That's what happened to me.
fuck
That's what happened to
off.
me getting my Texas license, and it was delayed because I couldn't find my marriage license, so I didn't get my Texas
Well,
license.
good to
for a
know, because
long
I
time.
wouldn't have brought that again. I'd be like, I'm already in your
Well,
system. That's not my name
yeah, I
anymore.
don't I don't think if you're already in the I think if you're already in the system, it might be okay, but maybe not
In
for
Missouri,
the real
it's
ID.
not. Yeah.
Well, I don't
Oh,
think
you
it
still
is
have
in
to bring it every
Arizona.
time?
I would just, just in case, I would
Yeah.
bring
I
it.
think
But
for
in
the first time of
Arizona,
getting the real ID.
I think, yeah. Well, if it's the first time getting the real ID, just
Yeah.
in case.
Yeah.
Also, another tip for you, Arizonas, go to a third party. A lot of them do licensing services
Yeah.
now. So, and they're so
Yeah.
much easier.
Yeah.
like,
That's what I saw when I was
faster.
looking at it.
In
And I
and
was
out.
like, okay, that sounds good. But now I need to coordinate getting my husband. Because the thing is, he hates flying. So this is his out. And he's like, oh no, I guess we
Yeah.
can't take
I'm
any
not gonna
trips.
fly.
That
Can't
sucks.
Hmm.
So now I need to figure out how to
Playing
get
games
him to the
with her.
freaking place to go to get a new ID. It's a pain in the
That's
ass.
okay. He's not coming to the UK with us. It's
I
fine.
guess not. I guess he's not coming to the UK.
I'm sure he's so disappointed about that.
Yeah.
I was gonna say something relevant to this and I forgot. Next.
Oh, well, good try.
First you don't succeed, find yourself on, try again. Okay, wow, really? They're just
You are
this is
really
all
on
my
it
brain.
today.
I'm on
You've
one
got
today.
all of the songs just coming out.
This is like, yeah, you should, this would be a great day for you to play that game where they flip a card and it has a word on it and you have to name a song with the word. You'd be really good at it today.
Yeah, I
Mhm.
would be super good at it today. Have you guys ever watched that show that's like the Shazam show?
Yeah.
No, but that
I
sounds
love
fun.
that. My mom,
I don't know if I
my
have
mom
either.
was really into playing that, like watching that for a time. So I would just sit there and like scream at the TV with her. It was fun.
Oh my God, something so annoying happened to Kelsie. I know that.
Yes, something very
Yes.
annoying. did
Oh.
happen.
What happened to you,
What
Kels?
I'm bothered by this week is fucking I don't even know what to call them. Those
Unprofessional.
motherfucking dealerships, man.
Oh gosh, they're the
With the
worst.
unprofessional?
Yeah, with the
They're like-
I'm
fist.
shaking my fist. If
Stab.
you're listening, I'm shaking my fist in fury. Okay, we've been looking at this van across the state for like over a week, and we've been in talks with them, and it's just been like ironing down a time that we can make the trip across the state to go
Mhm.
see this van, and very like 98% sure we were going to buy it unless there was like something crazy when we got there. So I asked multiple times, what do we have to do to put this on hold? Because like we're not driving to be having this sold out from under us. Like
Mhm.
multiple times, at least 4 times and they said you have to schedule an appointment, and then we can talk about holding it. And so when we're gonna go Thursday, Wednesday my husband like sets the exact time with them. We'll be there by 11. We have everything, we have a check ready to go. Okay, cool. We set off in the morning at like 6:30, take off,
Such an early
and
start too.
we get
Mhm.
we
With the kids,
get
right? You have the boys.
no, we got my mom to come down and take Mattis to school and and with Maverick, like she came down to help that so we could go alone and not have to take them. We get over halfway there. So we've driven 2.5 hours at this point.
Mm.
And we pull over to charge because we have Tesla. We pull over to charge. And as we're pulling over, the dealership calls. And it's the sales manager. And he's like, oh, and you can just tell by his voice, it's not a good. He's like, I don't know if you were planning to see any other vehicles while you were here, but that van that you were interested in sold last night.
Last
And we're
night.
like, are you kidding me because we talked to them
night
around 5
before.
p.m. and he's like, oh well, they probably didn't call you because it sold around 9. I'm like, call me at fucking midnight. I don't
Doesn't
care when you
matter.
Leave a
call me. If you
message.
sell the vehicle, yeah, they had texted us a million times. I'm like, if you sell the vehicle you know we're coming for, somebody should send a fucking message. It's not like they didn't know we made it. Like we said, we've been talking to them for a week. They knew we were coming from across the state. Like,
Well, all
oh,
they care about is the
Stupid.
sale, and they got
Yeah.
the sale, so that you guys
Mhm.
weren't. They were like,
Yep. Somebody was there with the money
That
and they were
is
like,
rude.
go.
well, it would also help if they didn't. If there's like, I'm telling you, we talked to like so many different people this whole time. It's like assign one person to one customer and like
yeah,
not
Mhm.
you're passing around to 1,000 different people all the time. Of course, lines are gonna get crossed. Like
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah, that's not.
It's
That's
just
so
crazy.
frustrating.
So
I hate buying
unprofessional.
cars. It's so
Mhm.
obnoxious and stressful.
That is why last time I did Carvana, and they dropped
Did
my
you
car
like
off
it?
at my house. Yeah, it was fantastic.
You had a really good
It was
experience?
Yeah, and actually, we bought a bunch of cars because we had the car rental business, and multiple times did we buy cars, not even just through Carvana, where they just brought them to our house and we signed the papers and they left, and that's like the best thing that's ever
That's
happened.
amazing.
And that's
Yeah.
basically what Carvana does, because
I looked
Yeah,
on Carvana, but they didn't really have what we were wanting. But I did look on there because
Yeah.
I was like, if they could deliver this to my door, I would be
it's
so
so
happy.
nice. You don't have to deal with the salesman. They're so fucking annoying. I'd rather
Well, that's the thing.
Mhm.
not.
It's the salesmen that just like obviously they
Yeah.
work on commission. Obviously they need to make their money. They need, I get it, but like
They're so
a
annoying.
little integrity would be nice. You literally could have
No.
They could have sent a text
We had
message.
a we
could
had a
have left
sales
message.
lady this time. We bought a van today. Oh, that's important context to this. We found a van closer. Thank
Got the
the
van.
Lord.
They still
We
got the
bought
van.
it. We bought it.
Hopefully
It was
a better
meant to
van.
be.
It was it was a little more than the other one, but it's okay. It's newer too. But no, we had a sales lady and she was wonderful.
Good.
So it was much better. And we told them and they're like, no, we've had people hold cars for like a month. Like if you put a car on hold with us, it's not going anywhere. No one's touching it.
What?
Like
So
That's wild.
yeah,
Yeah.
that makes like the other situation
Slimy.
even more infuriating.
Yeah, that's so
Yeah.
wild. Ugh.
Yeah.
It's like I think it's even more frustrating because right now so many people are trying to buy cars with like all of the tariffs and like whatever, going on. And so it's like if you're putting down a hold, like there's a really good chance you're going to follow through and buy it. So to just sell it out from under you with no communication is just
So
wild
rude.
to
It's
me.
not Facebook Marketplace. It's a
It's not
freaking
Facebook
dealership.
Marketplace. It's true.
I
you
just
still
think
have?
it's terrible communication.
It was just
Uh,
bad customer service.
yeah.
I don't
I
even,
mean, if they
awful,
made that
terrible.
sale at 9 p.m., the chances that person was already there working on trying to purchase it at 5 is probably
Is high. Very
Yeah.
high. Because it takes hours. We all know that.
Literally.
So long.
we were there so
There's
long.
no way
we
that
were
person
there
came in at
yesterday
9.
and today.
Right.
Yeah.
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 You guys were looking at the van like all day yesterday
Mhm.
almost, it seemed like.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah,
annoying.
and
It's
then
too
we were
much.
there.
Test
All the
driving.
finalizing
Yeah.
took all morning today. So it's
Yeah.
like you're not going to tell me that they weren't already actively trying to purchase the van when we
Mhm.
were trying to
Put
like
it on hold. Yeah.
yeah.
Then why tell you there's a hold, like you can hold
Yeah,
it
why
at
tell you-
all?
exactly.
Why
Right.
even say that you can hold it?
Yep.
Like that's what's annoying.
Yeah, that was there. There was
That's
their
just
mess
that's what
up
I'm
for
saying is
sure.
like I don't even think they communicate or like just so many lines crossing there
Yeah.
that they're just not a good
Not.
they were not running the ship very well.
Well,
0 out of
obviously it
10.
wasn't
Do not
meant to
recommend.
be. Maybe that van will end up having some kind of weird like
Yeah,
recall on
that's
it
what I
or
said. I was
something,
like
and
I
it's
was like
meant to
yeah.
be like.
No,
It was not
wasn't
meant
to be.
something was not meant to be with that. And that's okay.
Yeah.
Because I
Yep.
actually really like what we got. It's like all
That's
blacked
good.
out and I like
Oh
it.
heck yeah, nice. That's good. That's good.
Anywho,
I'm
Nicole's bothered by something.
I am bothered by something, and Kelsey's also bothered by this same something. So it's like a twofer.
Ooh.
I'm bothered by the fact that they are, and I don't even know who they is. What is their name? Paranormal State. These
don't know.
people of Paranormal State, I think it is, and I'm not sure if it's a show or if it's a podcast or whatever it is. These paranormal people are moving the Annabelle doll from Ed and Lorraine's freaking
Museum.
museum of actual haunted objects and possessed things,
Where it has been safely
where it has
secured
been safely
and
secured for like, I don't know, at least 20 years. I don't know like how long she's actually been in their possession for, but a long time. And now they're literally taking her on tour.
Ew.
They were
Tour?
in tour. They were in Louisiana, and people, you know, Louisiana, like New Orleans is a big kind of like hoodoo voodoo, very
Mhm.
paranormal place. The people that live there believe in that stuff. There were literally people in the street casting the demon out. They were like, "We don't want you here. Go back to hell, Annabelle." Like all these things,
Ew.
because they were taking her from her van and then into whatever facility they were doing. So it was like live shows they're doing with her.
No,
Listen, I'm
And,
telling you, we were talking about this. Me and
No,
Nook,
it's
we were
gross.
all talking about this in the group chat, and
Well, sort of.
I mean,
Ashley was not there.
we were in the
We're
group
talking about
chat.
it.
They were, yeah.
I chimed in because I was like, give me context. I don't remember who Annabelle is.
But
No, I heard Annabelle and I was like,
Nope.
no. I'm
We
not
were
listening
talking
to
about
this.
it at
was
night.
late.
yeah, it was late.
It was really late.
And I was like, and I kept getting it in my TikTok feed, and I was just like, I was interested, even though I think it's dumb. I was interested,
it's
so
horrible.
I kept watching them, and Nicole's like, no, I'm not even gonna watch those.
No, I'm
And
not giving it any
then,
energy.
like
'cause-
literally the video I was watching when she said that was one of the guys that's on the team that's like has to do with this tour and moving her around, and he's talking about how, because a lot of people are like, oh, Lorraine specifically said never to move the Annabelle
They
doll.
would not
like
want this. They would literally
they would not want this. And so he was explaining why they would totally be okay with it. And I'm just like watching him, not paying
No, they would
attention. And then all of a sudden I like zone in on what's around him. And the freaking doll is literally in the case right behind him. And so I look her right in the eyeballs and I'm like, okay, well, I'm probably with Nicole on this. I'm not going to watch this. Then I go to sleep and I proceed to have the worst dream I've had in so long, and it was like very sleep paralysis. I think we've had an episode where we've talked about sleep
Ick.
paralysis.
Yeah.
But I was like,
That's the
you know,
episode
when
I
you're
discovered I had sleep paralysis. Thank you very
you
much.
know when you're
I don't
in
like
a
that.
dream, you're in a dream and you wake up
No, you're
and
in a dream.
you don't know you're in a dream because it's literally happening in your
Yeah.
bed. Like
Those are the worst.
You're like, the dream is happening where you're in bed, and so
Yeah,
when you
it's
wake up,
the
you're in the
dream
exact
within the
same
dream.
spot, and you
Yeah,
don't know what's
so you
real,
don't
what's not.
know.
That's what was happening. There was like a demon in my
No.
room, like fucking with
Ugh.
me. And so I don't know what. So I was trying,
No,
when I
thank
knew I was
you.
awake, I was trying to make myself stay awake so I wouldn't slip back
Yeah.
into it. And I kept falling back to
Mhm.
sleep right into it. And then the weirdest part, I don't think I told you guys this, was after the demon finally went away, I had a dream that my dog walked up, and they sleep in their kennels, like downstairs. She walked up to the side of my bed and she growled. My dog
Oh,
has never
hell
growled in
no.
her life, and she couldn't come in my. But anyways, it was like I couldn't tell what was
That
was dream and
real.
not.
Yeah.
So I like
Yeah.
wake up and I'm like, are you there, Lilo? Like she
No.
wasn't there. And then I fall right back to sleep because I'm like, she's
No.
not there. And then she's like pawing me.
Oh my
No.
god.
And I'm like,
You just woke up in the you like respawned in the same
yes.
spot.
Yeah.
I do that a
That's
lot.
hell. I hate that
But the
so
fact
much.
that like I think it was the Annabelle doll, because like
Probably.
honestly,
Me too. But what
It
what
was
I
crazy.
hate in those moments in the in between where you actually do wake up, to me it feels like you're ripping apart Velcro, or like you're trying to like move through like sludge, or like some like quick like that's the only way I know how to
that
describe
was
it, and I
the problem
freaking
with
hate
this
it.
is that it wasn't even like that. Like normally in sleep paralysis, it's like you can feel yourself tugging out of it. This was
Tugging,
so
yeah.
fluid in between that
that's-
I couldn't
that's
tell what
worse.
was
I
real
think
and what
that's
wasn't
worse.
real.
think that's
And
worse.
I was awful. I was like,
I hate
oh,
that.
That is
it was so bad.
horrible.
I'm bothered by that too. It's the
Yeah,
it's the doll
that's
she
gross.
did.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
literally that has been like bothering me. I'm like, why would they move this thing? And let's just take it on tour like she's fucking Elvis. Like, can we not? Like, the fuck?
Where's she
Stop.
gonna
Like,
wind
she
up?
don't-
Where are they moving her to?
I don't-
And where's she going? Is she
she's
coming
in-
here?
I-
Is she going there?
She's doing a
Probably
whole
because
tour, I think.
he was in Louisiana just a couple days ago, and I think now she's in San Antonio. I saw a comment on a completely unrelated, like, I guess it wasn't unrelated completely, but it was like another lady that talks about ghosts that is like sometimes in my feed, somebody commented on her video saying like the Annabelle doll is in San Antonio. I'm in Dallas. That's still too close. And I'm like, I'm not far from Dallas, so that's too close fucking for me too. Like, goodbye. Get her out of the state completely. And I know the state's really big, but get her out. I don't want her here. Leave. And the crazy thing is we're having really rowdy weather today, and I'm like, it's her fault.
It's her fault.
It's fucking Annabelle.
She's doing
Everything's blamed on
the weather-
Annabelle right now.
the weather's not where she is. It's north,
Well,
but still, like, I'm
That's
blaming it on her.
they are everyone is blaming it because like a plantation in New Orleans, like a big plantation,
Set
like
on fire,
popular one,
caught on fire,
caught on fire,
literally.
like in whole thing is in flames, and
To
they're like,
the
oh, it's
point where
because
they could
Annabelle
not
came.
get it under control. They could not. There was
Wow.
no
Yeah.
saving that, and it was like a historic monument. Obviously, I saw somebody make like kind of a joke about it before. It was like when you're a firefighter and you roll up to the plantation fire, and they pan to the firefighter, and it's a black guy, and he was like, nope, and just like walked away. And I was
Let
like,
it burn.
"That's actually
The
pretty
song
damn
was
funny."
"Let
I was
It
like, "That's
Burn."
pretty-" yeah, I was like, that's pretty funny. Like, okay,
Yeah, that's
I get
funny.
it. That's pretty
Yeah.
funny. But
Let
like
that one go.
for the landmark and for like the history of and how old it was, like that's crazy for it to now catch on fire and not be
Yeah,
able to
after
be
so
put
Yeah,
out.
there was
After
quite a few
so many
comments that were
years,
like, well, Annabelle was just here, so
suspicious. Yeah, suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. I need
There it is
to
again.
stop. This is getting out of control.
What about you, Monica, Ashley? Either of you got bothered things?
I
Well,
mean,
Monica's contact.
Just your contacts?
yeah.
Well, Monica had
Well,
her
that
contact
and
thing.
like, okay, actually, yes. So along with that week, right? I told you guys about how I had burned my stomach, right, from my heating pads. So backstory for our listeners. So if you remember, I had a mommy makeover, right? And the skin underneath my belly button.
I am not laughing.
No,
at
you
her.
can laugh. It's stupid because like this is my life. This is the shit that happens to my life. Like this is normal. So the skin
The way that you
underneath.
explained it the other day.
No,
though,
I mean,
when
yeah,
you
I
said
will.
that-
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna say that.
Oh,
Okay,
yep,
thank
yep,
God,
yep,
because
this
that
is
was the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. So please.
So the
Share.
skin underneath my belly button is still numb. I can't feel it at all. And last month I had the worst period cramps, and so I went and grabbed a heating pad and had it on my stomach. And I even thought about it. This is why I'm so pissed about it. Is I even thought about it where I'm like, I can't feel this. I don't want to burn myself. And so I kept lifting it up and checking and like feeling the temperature with my hand and like taking it on and off. Like I would thought I was being wise. And then the
You
next
thought you got it.
morning I went to go get dressed and I realized that I had blisters on my skin that I had burned myself so bad.
So crazy.
And I'm so pissed because this is the equivalent of like why I can't wear a white t-shirt because I will spill my coffee on it. So like I get a new stomach, I burn it. And then you guys, I was making breakfast this morning. And I'm wearing a sports bra because I'd just been outside doing yard work. And so I'm just wearing my sports bra and I'm making breakfast.
No.
Burn it again?
No, you guys, I'm so annoyed. Like, I don't even understand how my life is my life. Like, how do things like this happen
How have
to
you
me?
made it this
So
long?
I'm cooking and I'm like frying up some eggs, and somehow out of like the pan, like somehow oil splattered and I burned myself in 2 more spots on my stomach. Thank goodness
Wow.
not
Good
as
deal.
bad as what it was. Like it's not blister, it's just like it's a little bit of burn. But then it
I'm
gets
fine.
even worse. My husband's
really
giving me
can't
so
have
much
nice
crap.
things.
And so I go to like serve up breakfast and I go to put his eggs on his plate. I literally don't know how this happened. And I go and put the egg on his plate and somehow egg comes flying and lands on my cheek and I burned my freaking face. I don't
So you
understand.
literally can't have nice things.
So I have an appointment with Dr. Olson next week for a follow-up, and I'm be like, I'm sorry, I destroyed your work. Like,
I just keep burning it.
Turns
Okay,
out
so-
not having a feeling is pretty problematic.
the white shirt analogy literally sent me in the group chat. I laughed so hard. We have
New
the proof.
stomach,
Maybe
burn
we'll put it in here. I laughed so fucking hard while I was listening.
She
to
really
it.
did. I had
You-
to replay the message like 3 times and slow it down just to figure out what she was saying in between her laughter because she was laughing so hard.
I was too.
No, I literally listened to it, laughed then, and then I was like, okay, I got my giggles out now. I can respond. No, the minute I hit record, it just hit me all over again what you said, and I was like, this is so stupid. It's so funny. I literally laughed so loud. I was like, ha ha ha! Like it's on the voice. We have the proof.
It was so good, and like it just sent me too. Like I couldn't handle.
Crying. I was crying. I was like, why is this?
I mean, it is funny. Like my life is comical. Like just the stupidest
God.
shit happens to me. Like it is one
Actually,
embarrassing moment after another.
Literally.
I can't wait to hear what Dr. Belly Button has to
I
say
know.
about it.
I know.
Well, and it's like
He's gonna
there's
be like,
no
wow, this has never happened to anyone ever.
there's no hiding it. Like it's just so obvious, and it's like darker. And thank goodness I already have some good quality scar cream because that's going on the
Yeah,
burn now
thank
too.
God. Oh my God.
All I can think about
my
is
God.
like when you leave the dentist and your tongue is like half numb and they're like, now
Yeah,
be
your
careful
face
so
is
you don't
numb.
bite your freaking tongue off. It's like, Monica,
like-
be careful so you don't fucking roast your stomach off.
He's like, I didn't know I had to say that.
I didn't know I had to warn you, but
Well, like and like
That's so funny.
the worst part about it is that I knew that this could happen. Like I was
Yeah.
checking the heat like repeatedly and taking it on and off. I thought I was being so wise and was like on top.
I mean, it really is wild because like I
Yeah.
do that. I have like a stuffed animal that I heat for my cramps and I get that motherfucker toasty.
Yeah.
And it gets warm, but I'm like I've never I mean
I've never.
I
burned
know. Well,
myself
and
with a
I
heating
checked
pad.
because
Yeah,
it's the
that's
same
pretty
thing.
scary.
It's my little crab. It's my menstruation crustacean. He's
yeah.
great. Like I throw it in the microwave, warm it.
I
He
have a
was not
raccoon,
that
a gerbil,
hot.
and an alligator.
Is that what
Not-
burned you?
She doesn't have any
Yeah.
crustaceans because she's allergic.
Oh,
so
Yeah,
she
it
don't
wasn't
have
even like a heating pad. It wasn't an electrical
I
one.
thought this was an electric heating pad. This is
No.
a fucking menstruation crustacean you burnt
Yeah.
yourself
So
with.
next time,
I
next
have
time, you need to wrap your little crustacean
Actually-
in a little blankie.
Actually,
Just
I've
put him in
got
a
him right
little
next to me.
blankie.
It's my
Oh
little
my
lobster.
God. Oh, I
he's
love
so
him.
cute.
Listen, the
Put him
first
in a
time I
blanket.
ever heard about a menstruation crustration, it wasn't like one like a heating pad. It was like somebody had like crustacean in their bathroom that was like a bowl and it held all their period stuff and it was their
Oh, that's
menstruation
funny.
crustacean. So when I moved away from Hawaii the first time, one of my going away presents, my friends got me a lobster, I think it was a lobster, holding a bowl. It was obviously meant for the kitchen. He had a chef's hat, but she got it for me so it could be my menstruation crustacean station. A menstruation
I need this now
crustacean
too. I
station.
need a menstruation crustacean station,
That's hard to say.
and he can hang out in there.
Yeah.
You need a big bowl for that
Yeah,
guy.
I know. Isn't
Yeah,
it cute though?
That still has the tag on
He
it.
is cute.
Take
I
it
know.
off. What
I
are
know.
you
I do need to
doing?
take it off. Yeah, his name is Shelly. Chelly.
She's still thinking about
Shelly
returning
the
him.
lobster.
Sheldon. Well, maybe she should now. He burned her. So
Right?
goodbye, Sheldon.
Tag.
I
He's
mean,
gonna
look
take
at his
that.
face though. Like he's not happy.
No,
He
looks
looks kind of
angry.
evil, honestly.
Yeah,
he
he's like,
looks like
"Urgh."
he's like mischievous
He's
for
out
sure.
to
But
burn
he's also
you.
got
He's
heart
like,
eyes. So I mean, mixed signals here.
He's sour
I feel
but
like
sweet.
they definitely angled his eyebrows wrong for sure
Yeah.
to
Yeah, we
be
trust him.
lovable.
Yeah.
Okay, anyway. Oh. Menstruation crustacean. That's hard to even say.
I know.
Okay.
It is.
I need one of those. Speaking of numb skin,
Oh.
so my
Yes.
mom, she had to have a triple bypass. I don't think I mentioned that on here. I don't really talk about her health stuff a lot on here, but she had some obviously health issues this past year and ended up having to have a triple bypass. And so she is going through what you were going through, Monica, with the itchies, like the deep itch where you
Oh
can't
gosh,
release
it's
the itch,
it's
and
the
really
worst. It's like
annoying.
yeah, it's like deep in the nerves.
Yeah.
So you literally can't scratch it. I'm sitting here like slapping my stomach trying to get the
God.
itch to
Yeah.
go away. It's
So
awful.
and I'm like, yeah, she's been telling me like every time I talk to her, like, I can't itch my itch, and I'm like, I am so sorry.
I
Don't
know.
put
Well,
any
and
thought
it's
on yourself and burn yourself.
it's supposed to be like a good thing because it means things are healing.
Yeah, that's what I told her. I was like,
But-
the nerves are waking up. She's like, I know, but
Yeah.
it sucks. I'm like,
Mhm.
ugh, it has to suck.
The worst is like I feel like it always happens the most at night. So I'm like laying in bed. My husband's just like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "Everything itches."
Like, oh,
And I'm like slapping my stomach, and he's just like, "Oh, okay."
okay, all right. He's like, I'm gonna go sleep on the couch with Derek. Goodbye.
Derek is her dog, guys.
Yes.
Yeah, Derek is a dog. Derek's
my
a dog,
boxer. It's fine.
And
Context.
when-
That was
Good.
giving
For context.
thruple.
Yeah,
a little bit.
context is
yeah.
important here.
yeah, context matters, guys. Well, actually, that all started when you had your surgery, right?
Oh, the
'Cause
sleeping
you were
on
sleeping downstairs with him.
Yes.
And so then he got spoiled and he wanted a human downstairs every night. And then eventually
Yeah.
that became James.
I know. And again, context is important. He's a boxer.
Yes,
he's
he's
14 years old, which is like unheard of for a boxer. So we don't love him going up and down the stairs at night without us. And so we're like, all right,
Yeah.
fine. So we kind of take turns sleeping on the couch sometimes with
He's
him
an
if we
old
can't get him
man.
upstairs.
He is an old man.
Yeah,
I
he
can
is.
confirm. He's quite rickety.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's an old
really?
man, but like he's still got a little bit of bounce in
Also-
his step, and like he's hanging in there. And
He gets excited.
yeah,
I just love people named for dogs like that. Which the first time she told us his name was Derek, I lost it. I was like, oh my
yeah, he's adorable. Also, he looks like Forrest Whitaker. So
god, yeah, he does. Shut up. He totally does. We'll have to insert
Yeah.
picture here.
yeah,
because
he does. He looks
look
like Forrest Whitaker. So I've got a good picture. It's an old one, but like you can see it, and you're like, oh yeah, there it is.
That's hilarious. Oh god, that's good. Also, I was gonna throw my mom under the bus really quick.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
throw her
yeah.
under the
You gotta
bus.
keep going.
Oh fuck yeah.
Oh, I thought we were
bring
done
her
with.
up.
I thought we were
I
just
just brought
telling the
her up
itching.
quickly because I
Got
do
it.
want to throw her under the bus.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's do it.
She texted me the other day, and she saw our reel.
Which one?
About the,
Which one?
I'm gonna say about the jeans and no underpants.
Oh,
And
No.
she says to me,
Oh no.
I must be a psychopath then, because I don't wear underwear
No.
with jeans, and you know that. And she goes, I'm surprised you didn't say it. And I was like, I wasn't going to throw you
Oh
under the
my
bus, but
God.
now I
I
am.
will now though.
I love you, Mom, but you're a psychopath for not
That's
wearing
hilarious.
underwear with your jeans.
Crazy.
I
That
was
is crazy.
dying. And then
Yeah.
she texted me the day after. She's like, okay, but where do I actually listen to your the full podcast at? So I told her, and I was like, good luck.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
You were.
Best of luck. Please don't. I was like, please don't.
My
Enjoy
mom
the
said that
journey.
to me
It's
the other
fine.
day too. Yeah, the other day
She
my
what?
mom was like, "Oh, my mom said that too the other day." I went out to lunch with her and she's like, "Oh, I mentioned the podcast or you guys or something," and she's like, "Oh, I still haven't listened to the podcast yet. I need to do that." And I was like,
I've had a similar conversation with my mom. I'm like,
"What have I said? I don't know."
Do you need to listen?
This is
And
like
Ashley,
this is
that
like
always
my
comes
mo-
back
it's
to
okay
bite
that my
you.
mom listens, but
Oh,
like,
it's gonna no. I get in trouble so much, so I'm sure there's something
do?
I've said that I wasn't supposed
Oh,
to say,
yeah.
and
I
I'm
feel
going
like
to be.
all of season 1, every time we would get on, you'd be like, well, somebody else called
I
me out
pissed
for
somebody
something.
off.
Like the nice man that works in your office.
Oh my god,
That's my favorite
my
one.
dad.
still unclear if he knows.
Still unclear.
Still I called him that.
Oh gosh.
That's my favorite one.
Oh gosh. My
is
dad
so
listened to a
funny.
couple episodes, and I'm like, "Did you
Did he listen
stop?"
to the butthole one? Did he listen to the first
I
one?
don't know.
He
I
did.
don't
He
think-
must have started at number 1.
Right?
I
Like
don't
that's
think
a
he did.
solid
I-
first episode because like
He was probably like, "No, I got to get out of here."
I don't
He
think
heard
that he
you
started.
say the word butthole and he exited. He said,
No,
"Great."
listen. I don't think he started at number 1 because he referenced one where I talked about like how he didn't go Halloween.
oh the
Oh,
trick or
yeah.
treating.
Oh,
Mhm.
okay. Yeah,
and that
yeah.
was so later on, and he
Yeah.
said he only
Yeah.
listened to
Well,
a couple. So
you know
I
what?
pray he did not listen to the butthole one, but I
If
don't
he
think he
listened-
kept listening, and that's probably a good.
Probably.
Yeah.
I mean, that first episode, like that
For
that really
protection.
is just like starting off strong because we are either going to find our people immediately or they are exiting the chat.
Out.
Yeah.
They're out.
That's what I was gonna say. If your dad listened to that one, he probably wouldn't have listened to a few. He probably
he
would
He was
have been
probably
like,
like,
"Okay,
"Oh my god, Kelsey,
I gotta go. This
That's
isn't
so
for
funny.
me."
And The other funny thing
I
is, like,
appreciate the support, but
a few times I know I have said "sorry, mom" on here, and I know I've said that sentence. I can't remember in what context though, so I'm like, oh well.
I know
I
I
get myself in too much in trouble because
I know I said sorry, Dad, at least once.
Yeah, you have.
so-
You
Yes.
probably should
And
have
I
said
think
it
it was
more.
that episode when you were saying that he didn't go trick or treating with you, and you're like, "Sorry, Dad, you just didn't." Like,
Yeah.
Yeah. But he said that. He was like, yeah, I know I didn't go. Well, yeah, he said I did go like when we lived basically where we lived before when I was like really young. So
Yeah, when you were
I'm
young,
like,
yeah.
I don't remember that. So
right.
I believe you, but I was not like
His feelings
weren't
are probably hurt.
coherent.
You probably
long-term
upset him.
memory wasn't working. No, but he was straight up like, yeah, no, I didn't go later on. But we lived in the country, like 15 miles into the country. So if we were
Yeah.
trick or treating, we were driving into one of the
Mhm.
You have
towns
to
to
drive
trick or
in it.
treat,
We
and it
have
was
to do
like,
that too.
Mm-hmm.
We have to.
so
Well,
no shade, no shame,
no
It's fine.
shade, of course not.
We were older
It's-
anyway, so we a
so
lot of the times like met up with our friends and like kind of meandered around. So it wasn't missing much. Anywhooser,
Yeah. The game.
Not fun.
Back to the
trick-or-treat
game.
with
side
teenagers.
tangent.
Anyway,
Yes,
back to the game. We were gonna play a game, I guess.
we're gonna play a game.
Let's
It's
play.
Let's
like
play.
bothered or
You
not
wanna play a
bothered.
game?
Bothered or not bothered. Wow, that was hard.
Okay.
My words pregnancy and words not working
don't
this week.
mix.
Forming sentences is not my strong suit, so I don't know why I took the lead on this, but
You really did take the initiative. You were like, I got it. Okay,
Um,
why?
yeah, so anyway, we're gonna I guess since I already started, I can do it. I'm gonna say something that occurs, and they are gonna say whether they're bothered or unbothered. They are not allowed to elaborate. They just have to say whether they're bothered or unbothered on it, and then we'll move on to the next one. At the end, we can go back and readdress and elaborate on certain ones, but also on maybe the last one, they'll guess. We'll get there. I'll say this before we do the last one, but like instead of what they're bothered or unbothered by, they're gonna guess whether I'd be bothered or unbothered by it.
Okay. I did
Sound
not
good?
look
Got
at
it.
any of the things ahead of time, so I have no idea what you're asking.
Okay, that's probably good. It's probably better that way.
I'm,
Okay.
I'm going in. I'm going in bald. Bald? Blind.
Bald.
She's going in bald and blind. She's not even pregnant and she's fucking up her words, so
You're passing your. It's sympathy. It's sympathy.
The
for
The
you.
funny thing is, like, I heard that and I was like, yeah, okay. And then I kept thinking, like,
I was gonna
right.
roll with it. Yeah, I was gonna roll with it. It's fine.
Going in bald.
Okay.
Going in bald.
Here we go.
Okay.
Is that the
No
episode
elaboration.
Okay.
Going in bald. Yes. No elaboration.
Name? No.
Bothered or
elaboration.
unbothered? A man who claps when the plane lands.
Unbothered.
Unbothered.
Agreed. Seeing someone from high school at Target and pretending not to see them.
I mean, I'm
Unbothered.
Unbothered. I don't want to. Wait. Are we unbothered by that
Pro.
act or yeah?
I'm
are we,
pro doing that.
If it happens to you, would you be bothered or unbothered? If somebody
Unbothered.
unbothered.
Okay.
Ecstatic.
Unbothered on both fronts. Yeah. Unbothered.
Elated.
torn.
Elated. So happy.
Mostly unbothered.
You're torn. Okay. All right.
It depends if I actually like them.
Yeah.
No
Yeah.
elaboration.
If someone yes. I'm breaking I'm breaking the rules. The
Cut
host is
it.
breaking the rules. Okay.
However, Monica said torn, and I almost didn't. I held myself back because I almost started singing "Torn" by Natalie Imbruglia. I'm not gonna do it.
What's
but I just needed to say it.
You are straight up glitching today. Okay.
I needed to
No,
get it
she
out.
needs to go out for like a karaoke night is what needs to happen. Like, get this out of your system.
Okay, next.
Oh.
Are you ready?
Ready.
Mm.
Grown adults who say nom nom nom
Bothered.
unironically.
So bothered.
Extremely uncomfy.
Unironically.
Unironically, like they are dead seriously chowing down on a
Nom,
fucking
nom, nom,
chocolate
nom,
cake
nom,
and they're like nom nom nom.
What?
Is
Does this
Cookie
happen
Monster.
frequently? I'm
I don't know.
Next girls trip, I'm gonna do that.
Oh my god.
But then it'll be ironically, so
That's
it's
ironic. Yeah.
Damn it. I'll try to be really convincing.
fine. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, this is good for our name thing. A girl named Kaylee, spelling it Kaileigh.
Bothered.
Bothered. The fuck? Although it's not her fault, it's her parents' fault. The fuck?
It's not the worst case I've ever
I'm
seen.
unbothered
of
by
a
that
unique
one.
No, but
spelling.
it's so many letters.
It is so many letters.
Okay, no elaboration.
Oh, shut up.
Shut up, you
We're not good
yappers.
at this. We're not good at this.
This is supposed to be quick on the draw. Okay.
You gotta read them faster.
I know, sorry. Men who say, I'm a nice guy.
Bothered.
Bothered.
If you have to
Bothered.
say it, it's probably an option.
Bothered.
Okay.
I, like,
Someone FaceTiming in public with no headphones.
Bothered.
Bothered.
unbothered.
So bothered.
I've done that
Bothered.
before. It depends where I'm at. Okay,
Yeah.
no elaboration.
Yeah.
Sharing a dessert on a
elaboration.
first date.
Unbothered.
Unbothered. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'm bothered, but like it's been so long. I haven't had
What's a first date?
What is that?
Date.
Me and Monica shared dessert when we went on our
Yeah,
first date.
we
so
did. I was
There you go.
unbothered.
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 A wedding with a cash bar.
Bothered.
Bothered.
Okay. When someone says, let's circle back.
Bothered.
Unbothered.
Brings me back to corporate days. Oh, no elaboration.
No elaboration.
but
Okay,
bothered.
this is the last one. So you have to tell me whether you think I would be bothered or
Okay.
unbothered.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, should we answer for ourselves first and then guess yours? Is that what we're doing?
Sure.
Or did I
Sure.
hear that wrong? Okay.
It doesn't matter. If you want to just
Okay.
answer for yourselves and then answer
Okay.
for me.
Okay.
The sound of someone eating a banana.
Bothered.
Bothered.
And I think
Unbothered.
you would be bothered.
I think you would be bothered.
I agree.
I agree.
I actually don't know it. I don't know if I'd be bothered. Since this is the last one, I'll elaborate. Is like I don't think I'm not too bothered by people eating noises. The only person that really bothers me when I hear eating noises is Trevor, and that's because he has a way, and it's mostly like chips.
It
He has a
depends.
way of just fucking like
Yeah,
he's really
I can't
fucking
handle that.
chomping down. And I'm like, but a banana, I don't think a banana would bother me too bad unless they were really like slopping it around. Like,
It really sounds, sloshy.
I mean,
and-
bananas I feel like
Yeah.
are fairly
No.
quiet to eat anyways, but just
Yeah,
in
so
general,
guess
I
if you're
can't stand
making
it.
Noise with a banana. That's
Well,
there's a
the
lot
fact
of
that we're
mouth
talking
that's-
about it being loud enough that you hear it and have to decide if you're bothered or unbothered, I think in
Yeah.
that scenario,
That's
I'm
bothersome.
bothered.
it might matter who it is too. Like,
Yeah.
am I already like, are
Definitely.
they already like somebody I don't like? Because then I would be annoyed
Yeah.
instantly.
If they did anything,
Definitely.
then
Yeah.
we'd be
I don't know.
annoyed,
My oldest right now, like this is our problem with him, is that he eats with his mouth open a lot of the time. He just gets in imagination land, like forgets,
so.
and I constantly am like, dude, I can hear your food talking. Like,
He's
shut
going,
your
"Nom,
mouth.
nom, 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 nom,
I can't
nom,
stand it.
nom."
It's so gross. And he's like
He's
across the table
nom-nomming
from me, so I
unironically.
see it, and I'm like, child.
Close your mouth.
Right.
I think there was one I wanted you guys to elaborate on. Well, are there any that you wanted to elaborate on that you didn't? The sharing
I
a dessert on a first date.
I don't know why I would be bothered by that.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean,
Seems like
I
it would be a group
think
decision if you were.
Well,
sharing
okay,
a
so,
dessert,
yeah,
if you were a germaphobe,
I think
perhaps.
if I were on a first date, I would only be bothered if it was assumed that I wanted to. Like if there
Right.
was
You
no,
ask
hey,
me
do you
and
want
just
to share a
start
dessert?
going- Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
Let's
like
have a
if I
thing for
wasn't
a
feeling them, or like I felt like they were like germy, then maybe it would bother me. But
Mhm.
Then I
just,
just wouldn't
like-
agree to it.
just on a normal thing, I think it'd be fine. Like I would probably share a dessert with anybody at any time.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
it was
Yeah.
like not.
In general,
weird
I
or
have no
gross.
issue sharing. But if it's like a first
Mhm.
date where you really don't know the person that well, or you're not vibing with them, and it's just this assumption that you're going to,
Yes.
No.
Yeah, no. If he just like got us one piece of chocolate cake, I'd be like,
what, I can't have my own?
but if
Yeah. First of all, I want a whole piece of chocolate cake.
But if it was, how does it even get brought up? Like, do you want to share? I don't know. That's just
I
weird. Anyways.
I don't think
How does
it's
that even happen?
I don't even think it's that hard though. It's like if you're looking at the dessert menu, it's like, hey, do you want to split something? Do you want something
Yeah.
of your own? Like, how
then
hungry
you
are you? Like,
agree.
what do you feel it?
And
Like,
then you agree, and then you move on.
Yeah.
However, if you're looking at the dessert menu and you go, oh, I'm going to have this, and then they don't order anything, and then when your dessert comes to the table, they just go. We're
oh,
sword fighting. I'm going to hurt you with
Yes.
my fork.
yes.
I will stab you. Get away from me. This is mine. You had your chance to order something and you didn't speak up. You didn't ask if you could have any. You
Yes.
just assumed. So now we're fighting.
That
It's the
happens.
assumption that is so
It's the
bothersome.
assumption.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Otherwise, if we're like, I'm so full, but I do want dessert. Oh, you want to split something? Okay, yeah,
Right.
let's do it. Then that's different. Like,
And this is also
Trevor
like
does
that
first
all the time.
sometimes to this
Yeah,
day.
this is also first date vibes because, like, with my husband, who I've been with now for so many years, it's like if I change my mind, I'm probably going to take a bite of his dessert, and
correct.
there's an
Absolutely.
understanding.
We're
But
married.
Trevor
You
will
don't-
straight up be like, "No, I don't want anything," and then he'll take a bite of mine, and I'm like, "Sir,
That's me.
do you want to
Do that.
throw hands? Do you want to catch these hands? Like, why? You said you didn't want any. I did not get
Oh, see, I
this
don't
with the
say
intention of sharing."
I don't say I don't want any necessarily.
No,
but, like,
see, I'm careful to not say I don't want any.
Yeah.
I will usually just be like, I might take a little of yours.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't want a
Yeah.
whole thing. I would never. But he will just bold-faced be like, "Nah, I don't want
Nah.
anything," and then proceed to steal mine.
You're like, I
and
had
walk away.
expectations that this was mine.
I'm like, yes.
So
if
when
it-
we're at home,
I have to.
I'm
yeah,
so
be
guilty
prepared.
of that.
when
I'm
we're
guilty of
at
that for
home
sure.
and I
To the-
see my husband like making something, I'll just eyeball him. I won't say like, oh, I want any. I'll just eyeball him until he like comes and sits down, and then I'm like, can I have a bite? Like
Like a dog begging for
Right.
Yeah,
food.
like I'm
Yeah, that's
literally
me
begging.
too.
I'm like,
That's
I
me
saw
too.
what you were
Out.
making. Now I want it.
Yeah.
I
When we
wasn't
are out
hungry,
and
but now that
about-
it's here, I am.
yes.
Yeah.
When we are out and about, I base what I order based off what my husband orders because I need to know, like, if he's not getting something that I would be interested in, I have to get, like, the main thing I'm interested in. But a lot of the times, we're both interested in similar things. So
Yeah.
if he gets the one thing, I can get the other thing, and I can enjoy the best of
Yes.
both worlds.
Mhm.
It's
Yes,
like, I
we do the same.
need to know what you're ordering before I can plan my order. And
Yeah.
that goes for desserts, too.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
this is...
I will say,
We
like,
do similar things only because my husband will not let me order the same thing he orders. If I order
Yeah.
first, if he tells me he wants something, I'm like, oh, I was wanting that too. But you could get it, and then then I'll order it first. He'll be like, fucker, and he'll change his order, and I'm like, damn it. Like, I try that all the time. I try to get us to get the
Oh,
same
that's
order, and
funny.
he never lets it happen. I'm like, you
Yeah.
son of a bitch.
James tries to
I live-
order separate too. I will give him credit though too, is that if he's out picking something up for us, or even if we're eating out and he like knows that I'm kind of thinking about it, like if he's gonna go pick up like burritos or something and he's like, do you want anything? I'm like, no. He picks something
brings
up.
it back.
He knows
Yeah.
better.
But it's
Yep.
just,
He,
Yep.
Justin
listen...
knows not to fuck with my food either. Like,
Yes.
it's a big deal.
Trevor does too, but let me tell you what I'm also a little bit bothered by this week. He will never come home with, if he goes to, like, we have a Dollar General down the street. If he goes to, like, pick something up, that man is always coming home with a Dr. Pepper or Coke or something. He went the other day and he didn't bring home a drink.
Oh,
And I'm
no.
like, I almost texted him, but I was like, there's no need. Like, he never comes home
will.
without. And he's like, well, they didn't
And it's
have the
one
Coke.
time.
They didn't have the Coke Orange, which is what I've been getting at from the Dollar General lately, is the
Mm.
Coke Orange. And I was like, so? You like
Get
you
stuff
that's not
in.
an excuse to come home empty-handed. You're not telling me they were out of
Trevor,
Dr.
your wife
Pepper.
is pregnant. bring
Yeah,
bring her all the
literally.
treats.
I mean, this is a heinous act, whether I'm pregnant or not, but especially like I just
Trevor was a little bit
assumed
bothered.
that I was gonna have a little Dr. Peppy or something.
She's like conditioned. He walks in and she's like hand
Yeah.
open for the Dr. Pepper.
I would
I
like this
literally
now.
like he's like getting stuff out of the bags. I'm like, where's the drinks? I didn't get any. What do you mean?
That's funny.
What do
That's
you
funny.
mean?
That's like every time my husband goes and to the store and he gets himself like a tall boy like beer because they sell them individually, he will always get me an Alani. And the other day I went to the store and it was in the middle of the day and I grabbed an Alani to drink while I was out and about, and I just like did not really think about it because I wasn't going straight home. Like I was going to the park with the girls, like we were doing things. And I was like, oh yeah, I got myself an energy drink earlier. And he's like, you didn't get me a beer? I was like, I'm so sorry. You're right. I apologize. I
did not think about it because we were doing other things. Like, it wasn't, I didn't associate the two like you do. I'm so sorry. So then the next day I did. I got myself an energy drink and I got him a beer. I was like, here you go. I'm
Not
making
making the
for
same
it.
mistake twice.
Jesus. Not making
In
the
your
same
defense,
mistake.
I probably would have done the same thing. If I'm not
Yeah.
going and
Same.
coming
Yeah,
and
like,
coming
I just
straight
wasn't-
back, like I probably
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just was thinking about it. But I was like, dang, way to call me out. Okay. Shit. Yikes. So sorry.
I very much
My
live
bad.
by what's yours is mine and what's mine is mine, and that motto kind of just bleeds into everything. So
Yep.
Honestly,
Definitely.
same. I think it's a Taurus thing sometimes because we're a little bit like, we are a little selfish. We want everything. We're like, gimme, 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 gimme.
literally, no,
So-
listen, because the other day when the guy called and he was like, "Your van is like like they sold it or whatever." Listen, I'm just a girl. I'm pregnant,
I'm
but
just a
I
girl.
obviously cried about it because I was so pissed.
I
But
would
then
have
I was
too.
like, God.
Not
But then
pregnant.
I'm like, am I a brat? Am I spoiled? Like,
Oh my god.
it's like,
Yes.
oh, yeah, I might be.
No,
Love
but
it.
that
It's
one's
fine.
valid because like you're thinking about it, there's so much preparation, like your mind is preparing for it, you're thinking about the van you're gonna get, like it's built up and
It
then
felt
all
like
of a
it was ours.
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it felt like it was
it's
ours.
built
yeah.
up and now it's like, nope, sorry, just kidding. And not only
Mhm.
that, you were halfway
enough
there
argument.
across the state. Like I'd be pissed and crying too.
And I'm
Yeah.
27 weeks pregnant, halfway
Fortune cookie
across the state in a
friend,
car.
it's okay, it's
so-
valid.
Thank you.
Pitchfork friend, you want me to go burn it down? I'll go burn it down. No, I'm just kidding.
The pitchfork friend is like, you are spoiled, but I will burn it down.
Yeah.
It's fine,
I was gonna
though.
say,
You're
well, you
allowed
might
to
be a little bit of a
spoiled.
brat, but also that is a valid
It's
story.
fine.
I
You're
am
right
a
to
little
be
bit.
pissed.
I'm a very self-aware person. I know I'm a little bit.
It's
of
more
a
the
brat,
Dr.
so it's
Pepper
fine.
story, I think,
Yeah, no.
than the van story. The van story, ew. That was fucked
Yeah.
up.
I mean,
is-
in my
it
defense,
wasn't
he's
there-
conditioned me to expect that he
expect
will
those
come home with
things.
those
Mhm.
things. So it's like,
Yes.
Yeah. You know what, Ashley? I don't know that we've heard what you were bothered by this week.
You were up on
I
the
don't
creepy
know.
reservation.
Oh yeah.
I'm always up on the reservation, so
creepy.
Yeah.
though.
Spooky
she's
stuff
like,
happens.
that's just life.
that was where I was when you guys were talking about Annabelle, and I was like, no, I'm not sleeping in this hotel room alone reading
Talking
about
about
this
Annabelle.
Annabelle stuff. And then I never went back to it either because I was like,
Oh, good.
no,
It's just not, I
Pass.
haven't
Fine.
either 'cause no
It's
thank
I
you.
can't be getting
Fine.
spooked out.
Especially
I don't know
not
what
on
I'm bothered
res,
by.
Honestly,
I don't know.
Well, good.
I'm just like mildly bothered by everything, not any
Mhm.
one thing that I'm incredibly bothered by, you know?
I just scared myself. Okay, sorry. Spooked myself.
Don't be afraid. This is the Annabelle. See, it's the Annabelle talk. It's got to go.
It's gotta go. It's
Also,
true though. I had
when-
to like circling back to
when-
that. I had to Google it because I'm like, what is the big deal with this Annabelle doll? Because like every time I ask, you're like, it's just this haunted like Raggedy Ann doll, and I'm like, is it actually
No,
like a Raggedy Ann doll?
not just.
And then I looked it up and I was like, oh no, that bitch looks creepy. Like that's not a normal
Really
Raggedy Ann
creepy.
doll.
I can't remember the thing, the entity that haunts her, but it's like or possesses her, but it's like a pretty substantial one, and it's scary, and I'm good. And like the box that she's made out of is made out of like church glass, like blessed church glass or something like that.
Ew.
And it's
Oh.
Oh, to like keep her contained. Wait, what?
I said, "Oh, my husband is such a pussy." Do you want to know why?
yeah. Duh.
This
She's bright
man,
red.
he doesn't do scary movies, but
Mm.
I force him to because I am a scary movie person.
Mm-hmm.
But I made him watch Annabelle when it was new-ish. And I had already seen it. I think I probably went to like the theater with a friend or something. And we get like halfway through. If you've ever seen it, there's a part where the like dark entity like bursts in and like rushes through the room really fast. And he's like, oh fuck no. And he like sits up and he's like, turn it off. And I'm like laughing, and he's like, no, turn it the fuck off. I'm done. And I'm like okay.
I
You're
don't
such a
blame him.
baby.
I don't blame
Valid.
him.
I know. That's really
That was
funny.
so funny. I mean,
Like
those
I get
movies are
scared, but
legit
I
scary.
love the thrill.
It's
So like
funny,
I'm gonna
yeah.
keep watching. He was like, no,
Yeah,
fuck, no, turn it the fuck off. I'm done. And I'm like,
Honestly,
okay.
Since we moved to the woods, I can't really handle the spookies as well anymore. Like, I started listening to Two Girls, One Ghost again. I normally have to take breaks because I swear shit starts happening. And so, like, I've started listening. We talked about the not deer last week. I've already stopped listening. Like, every time I start to, like, get back into the paranormal, I'm like, oh, here we go again. Okay, gotta turn it off. Gotta shut it down. And so yeah, so like now I have to like kind of rein it back in on the low spookies, and like the Annabelle chat didn't happen. So once I saw that was, or didn't help, once I saw that was becoming a thing, and now I'm starting to see it on my For You page a lot, I'm like, no,
I just gotta say,
No.
it's serious when Nicole is like, no, I'm not engaging in this conversation or watching these.
Yeah.
Like that's where you've
That
really
was
gone.
your clue, Kelsey. You should have stopped there.
Just shut it. She
I
she's
did.
Like, she texted to the chat. She's like, I Nicoled out. I'm like, yep, we're not doing that. None of us are doing it. Close it out. Goodbye. Exit
Well,
that
after
tab.
she said
See
she
you later.
wasn't gonna watch it, and I was in that video, I was like, once I realized Annabelle was in the background, I was like, oh, I'm not watching this either. And then like after the bad dream, and the next morning, I was like, oh, nope, yep, she was right. I should have not even, nope, not even a little bit. Should I have watched it? One more thing. We have to backtrack to a previous episode, because did you guys see Justin Bieber's statement?
No.
Oh, about Diddy?
Yes.
No. What did he say?
He said that he was not a victim of Diddy, and by the continued conversation of him being like talked about in relation to it, it's taking away from the real victims. That was his statement.
Good for him.
Honestly, good for
Yeah,
him.
good for him.
It is. I think we've been plenty bothered this episode.
Yeah.
So.
I think so. I think it's a good place
100%
to
bothered.
This was
wrap it
so
up.
on brand.
Mm-hmm.
The whole episode.
It was
so on
very
brand.
on brand. It was very on brand.
Very, very on brand. We've got lots of random crap that just bothers us in hilarious ways.
Very hilarious.
Yes. All right. Well, thank you for listening in to another episode of A Little Bit Bothered. Make sure to tune in next week and like, share, follow, subscribe, do all of the things on all of the platforms.
Yes, please. See
Love
ya.
you.
Bye.
Welcome to the inner sanctum of friendship. These bitches are a little bit bothered.